Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day today, and if not today, then make tomorrow a good day because every day is a good day no matter what you're going through. Always find the positives in every single day. I figured I'd just start our video off with a positive note because lately there's been a lot of negativity in this world and we don't need none of that over here. So let's start it there. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about my certification through Bellami hair extensions and the different kinds that I offer and what you guys are in for. So basically, if you guys have really thin hair or your hair is really short and you just can't seem to let it grow out, hair extensions are perfect for that because it'll add volume and it'll add length. And while you have these extensions in your hair, they actually help grow your hair. Now, a lot of people are worried about, oh, do these damage my hair and all this stuff? No. Bellami knows what they're doing with hair extensions, and you have to have the right hairdresser to install them. So, unfortunately, sometimes people install them not the right way. So, yes, it's going to cause some breakage. Or if you don't come in for your appointments to get them moved up, then yes, it's going to cause breakage. But if you're consistent with everything and you find the right stylist, then you should be good to go. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the different methods now and just jump right into that. I have 4 different methods that I learned, tape-ins, I-tips, K-tips, and wefts. Now, all of these are super popular and all of these are great for different reasons, and I will jump into, tape-ins first and talk about those. So I feel like most people know what tape-ins are versus, the other kinds that I just talked about. So the benefits with tape-ins are that I'm going to be reading off of here too. So that's why I'm looking down, just so I can make sure I get everything. So the benefits of tape-ins are that they're flexible and they are reusable. There's no heat required and there's very minimal residue. Now, you will find those tape-ins that have a lot of that gooey residue afterwards. That's not Bellami tape-in extensions whatsoever. They definitely know what they're doing when it comes to tape-ins because there's a lot of bad ones out there and I've tried them. So stay away from Amazon ones, just saying. So the application time is super, super fast. So it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half. Now, for some of you, an hour and a half might seem like a long time, but, some people have a lot of hair and they just want length. They don't want, volume or anything. So that's why, I say an hour and a half because you never know. For tape-ins, your hair grows. Depending on how fast your hair grows, you're going to want to come back in to get those tapes moved up. Now, technically, I would have somebody come in probably every 4 to 6 weeks, but you can go up to 8 weeks if your hair takes a while to grow. And this hair will last up to a year if you take really good care of them. So as long as you're not too rough with them or, tangling them up a lot, then you should be great with that. So it's awesome because you pay for the hair once until obviously like a year from whenever you buy them. So you pay for them once and then you get to move them back up, and once they start getting gross, you just buy more hair. The length that I have available for tape-ins can be from 14 inches to 24 inches. Now 24 inches is like a little bit below your hips depending on how tall you are. So at least for me, it would be like right at my hips. And I'm 5'4", so yeah, so we have some pretty long extensions, and you can also get them in a wavy texture, kind of like this a little bit, or you could just get straight. So if you have like super kinky tight curls, I recommend getting like some type of keratin treatment or anything before you get extensions, just to relax it a little bit. But unfortunately, if you like that natural hair texture that you had, they do not have anything for super kinky tight curls yet, which is unfortunate. But I know they're in the making of doing that. This is basically going to be good for all hair types. Somebody who wants a really quick application, or somebody who has like really bad layers in their hair and got a really bad haircut and they just want to blend that out a little bit. So then we can move on to keratin tips, but it's made with silicone, just to protect the hair, because like when you think of like heat and like, sticky stuff on your hair, it can scare you. It is unbelievably easy to put on and take off. It's absolutely insane. No breakage whatsoever. So the benefits of this is that there's no maintenance required. Maximum mobility, meaning you can put your hair up, you can, you could sweat if you work out a lot. This is great for you. It also allows for the highest placement. So since they're so tiny, like super small, you can literally have it up here. Like if you have just really horrible breakage, you could put it there and you won't see it. It's great. And then application time. Now, this is where it gets kind of scary. The application time is 3 to 6 hours. Now, you can have this in your hair for up to 6 months, but it's gonna not be reusable. So you pay for the hair once and you have it in for a long time. Your hair can grow with it. But after that, once it starts getting really long, you just have to take them out and buy some new hair. But this is really great for people who are super low maintenance and they're always traveling and they don't have time to keep up with extension move-ups. This option is going to be the option for you because you could just leave them in and no problem. For this method, I have sizes 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24 inches. So still a wide variety. We don't have the 14 inches. This method of hair extensions would be ideal for all hair types and active lifestyle. Like I said earlier, somebody who wants minimal upkeep, if you wear your hair up a lot, or if you want long-term wear. So that's another thing to think about. And then 2 more extension methods to go. You guys are making it through. I also offer eye tips. Now, these are super popular. Everybody wants eye tips. So basically with eye tips, it's also great for people who want to wear their hair up, maximum mobility. So it gives you a lot of movement. You can wear your hair up. If you sweat a lot, that's fine, no big deal. They're also reusable, so unlike the K-tips where you have to get rid of them right away whenever they're, starting to look gross, you can actually reuse the eye tips. I would just have to move them up for you. There is no heat required and no shedding, so that's perfect. The application time is shorter than the K-tips, so it's about 1.5 hours to 3 hours, so it's a little bit nicer than the K-tips, application-wise. You do have to get these moved up, though, about every 4 to 6 weeks. So if you have, really fine hair, you don't have much hair, you're going to have a bead sitting on there, and your hair has a natural shedding pattern. So once it starts shedding, you're going to start losing some of that hair, and you're not going to have much hair holding on to that bead. So then that's when it starts to cause breakage, which is why you come in to get them moved up. So you just have to get them moved up every month and a half, just depends on your hair. And with these, I have sizes 16 through 24 inches, which is great. And this is ideal for somebody, who does not want any type of adhesive in their hair, somebody who's active, wears their hair up a lot, minimal upkeep. I mean, it's not too bad, So those are the eye tips, really popular. And then lastly, we have the volume wefts, which I would say this is probably the newest and most popular hair extension type that you'll start seeing girls wear around. So for the volume wefts, these are reusable. There's no heat required. They are twice as thick and they provide full coverage. So if you were to braid your hair, you're not going to see it. It's super close. It'll blend in with your hair. You're not going to see it, and it's amazing. It takes about 1.5 hours to 3 hours, so kind of the same amount of time as the eye tips. And you have to get them moved up every 4 to 6 weeks as well, just again, so you have hair holding on to the beads. And and even if you do see hair in the beads, don't freak out. It's not breakage. Like I said, it would just be your natural shedding pattern that your hair has. So totally normal, and don't freak out about that. But basically, these can last up to a year too, which is awesome. All of these are super long lasting, and you just have to pay for the hair once until you're ready for your next thing after a year. So this is good for all hair types, somebody who's looking for maximum coverage and desires minimal upkeep. So with these volume wefts, you can also wear your hair up. It's not recommended that you if you sweat a lot and stuff like that, they're not recommended just because they can slip if you're constantly sweating and, you wash your hair all the time. But if you do like to wear ponytails a lot, or, you're working and you have to throw your hair up, I think it's great. Lots of mobility with it, and they're super popular. This is kind of more for the people that have like medium type hair, not too thick, not too thin. Somebody who wants like a lot of volume, but they also want length too. That's where the wefts come. Now that I talked about all of those, I hope you guys kind of got a little bit of a better idea on each of these methods, and I can show you guys a picture of what they look like. So right here, this is the weft, I-tip, K-tip, and tape-ins. Talked about all the methods. So now it comes down to pricing, which is everybody's question. Everybody wants to know the pricing, and I mean, I don't blame anybody. I mean, it's extensions, they get pricey. So let's say you're a client, you're sitting in my chair, and you want K-tips. Most people end up getting about 6 packs of K-tips. So 6 packs of K-tips are gonna cost roughly, I would say, $600-ish, something like that, because it's going to be about like $110 per pack. So most people are going to need those packs of hair to make sure everything blends right and it's full. Now, the reason why it's so expensive is because it is 100% human Remy hair. Now, yeah, you can go on Amazon, you can find Remy hair. You can go in a Sally's Beauty Supply and find Remy hair. The thing with Bellami is it is 90 to 100% Remy, meaning it is high quality. They get this hair and it's coming off of a person, obviously. So somebody who wants to sell their hair or whatever, they'll tie it in these ponytails and they'll cut the ponytails off and they'll keep it that way. That way all the cuticles are laying one way and they're not going all sorts of ways, because some companies will cut it, it'll fall on the ground, and they'll pick it up and put it in a bag and ship it wherever. But Bellami actually has the ponytails, and they take it with them and they process it, and everything is nice and smooth, nothing's wacky. So the hair is super high quality. It's not mixed in with no, animal fur or anything like that, because some are. I will tell you, some are mixed in with some of that stuff. So that's why I just really stress that you guys get some Bellami hair, because it's really nice. So that would cost about $660 for hair. We'll say that, $660. So then obviously I would have to charge a service fee, or, an application fee, whatever you want to call it. I would have to charge for that. That's how I make my money. So I would charge probably in the 300 zone, something like that, for just installation and everything like that. It takes a lot of time, and I gotta get my money's worth. And yeah, I mean, that's why it costs so much. I'm being completely honest here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything for you guys. It's expensive, but it's so worth it. It's worth it whenever you are self-conscious about your hair and you wake up every day just not knowing what to do with your hair. It's worth it, because you wake up feeling like $1,000,000 every single day. And I know it can, seem like it costs a lot and not everybody can afford it, and that's okay. That is okay. Bellami also has clip-ins too, which you buy 1 pack of those and you're all set. And those are great for, if you have a special occasion event to go to, or if you have to, take pictures and you want long hair, that's what it's good for. You could wear them every day. They're not as high quality as the professional hair extensions, but they still will do the job. So if you do not have the money right now because times are hard, I completely understand, and that's what those clip-ins are for. But if you are ready to just, if you're sick of the clip-ins and you're ready to just have that hair whenever you wake up, then I definitely recommend looking into this. Tape-ins, they're going to be the least expensive, and then, as you get to the K-tips, I-tips, and wefts, those are going to start getting pricier, because they do take a lot of time and they are super tedious. So that's that. I will not know an exact price for your hair unless you come in for a consultation. I need to feel your hair. I need to see, the texture. I need to see if it's fine, thick. That'll determine how many packs of hair I need. So yeah, when I said like, you might need 6 packs of K-tips for hair, that's mostly if you want length. But if you're just looking for volume, maybe we'll only need 3 packs, So that's why I always stress that people come in for a consultation so I don't quote them an incorrect price. So yeah, that's what that's all about. Okay, so I have my lovely hair swatch right here. Super, super soft and silky. It feels amazing. So basically, whenever you guys come in for a consultation, I'll have this swatch. I'll let you guys get your hands in it, play with it, look at all the colors. This is absolutely amazing because Bellami has so many different color options. They have highlights, marbled hair, ombre hair, balayaged hair, natural hair, rooted hair. They have everything that you can need in this one little thing. So for example, I'll show you a balayage, what a balayaged extension would look like. So here's one example. Let me get a better view. So there's like one example of the balayage piece, super, super gorgeous, and it blends amazingly. I'll try to find another one for you guys. So there's also a highlighted one. And as you can see, there's kind of these different shades of blonde in here. So super pretty and natural. I could go on and on about all the different colors that they have, but this is just a little example of what we got. So whenever you guys come in for your consultation, I'll let you dig through this. And it's always fun because, if you have dark hair like me and you've always wanted to add some like blonde highlights, but your stylist can't seem to break through the orange or whatever, you can literally get some blonde, whatever blonde you want. You can pick out your own blonde and we can blend that in with your hair and make it look super natural. So there's lots of different options for your hair. So that's one thing about the consultation that we'll talk about. So then next, I'm going to show you guys these. So these are going to be a guest consultation card. They look like this. And this is going to be for me to keep. So basically, whenever you're here, I'm going to ask you some questions. So I'm going to check out your hair. We're going to see if it's, your hair density. So we're going to see if it's fine, medium, thick. We'll discuss the hair length that you have, your hair texture. I'm going to ask you how much you're currently washing your hair. So do you wash it every day? Do you wash it once a week? What do you do? I'm also going to have to ask for your height because that's super important when it comes to extension lengths. If you have a super tall torso and you want, 20-inch extensions, maybe they're not going to fall where you want them to because, you are on the taller side. So the extensions are going to fall differently than, somebody that's like 5 foot, So that's why height's super important. So then I'm going to ask you guys like how much you style your hair. Do you style it often? Do you usually just kind of wake up and go? That's super important as well. I'm going to ask you what method you want. I'm going to write down how many packs of hair you need, what length you want, the colors you want. And then at the very end, I'm going to have your grand total right there. I'm going to write down your grand total just so you guys have an exact idea of how much you're going to be paying. So another very important thing that I also have to ask is, are you guys pregnant? Did you just have a baby? Are you having postpartum hair loss? Because if you're having that postpartum hair loss, you are going to have to get those extensions moved up more frequently. Unfortunately, just because you are, some people do experience hair loss and they can't have, no hair holding on to the beads. So in order for me to do the extensions on you, I need to know if you're willing to come in a little bit sooner to get them moved up. Which I'm sure most people would understand. So that's basically what I'll be asking you whenever I'm here. So another really cool thing about this is added into the price of everything that you're getting, I'm going to add a matrix hair extension shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner spray, and a brush. So you guys are going to get some goodies with your extensions. I think that's always so fun, like at the end of a service, just having something to like take home and, play with. So yeah, I mean, it's expensive, it's worth it. but it is up to you guys. I would love to have you guys in my chair, and I absolutely love everything about extensions. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to message me or, text me. I don't care. I'm more than happy to help you guys. If you want to set up a consultation with me, go ahead and just DM me on Instagram. It's Beautybykylierenee. And yeah, that's about it. But thank you guys for watching. I know it was a long video and a lot of information to take in. I'll try to break it down on the screen for you as best as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.